Now it's almost a year after Russia started this full-scale invasion, and it's high time indeed to talk what else should be done to stop the war and to help Ukraine win. So for this year, I think upcoming 2023, it's very critical to continue pushing for the actual implementation of the energy sanctions, because this is a backbone of the Russian economy. Their export revenues are almost 40–50% of their budget, and this is a bloodline of their economy, which helps Russia financing the war right now. But also to continue with the trade sanctions. All these diamonds, all these non-food items are still non sanctions. There are a lot of trade categories, so that should be done, I think. And also for my personal opinion, and we also wrote it in the papers of the Yermak-McFall group, that there should be further sanctions on the Russian banks, and ideally, to make it more or less controllable process, it would make sense to keep only one bank, for example, Gazprom Bank, out of sanctions, and the rest to be sanctioned, so that there would be only one bank through which transactions can happen, which makes it much more easier to control what's going on. And it's important to appreciate that Russia's economy is vulnerable. It's not what they're saying in their propaganda. Already in the end of last year, they had to spend more than $120 billion. It's only in the last quarter, from the National Wealth Fund, from special Gazprom taxes, from internal borrowing from their businesses on the internal market. So this amount they had to spend to take from these pockets of money to finance the budget and to finance the war. And I think upon these conditions, with more stricter enforcement of sanctions, with proper energy sanctions, with further sanctions on trade, and more control of the financial transactions with Russia, it's really feasible that over this year the economy will become weak. It will become very difficult to finance the war, very difficult to procure components for the production of weapons. And Ukraine, on the contrary, has all the chances to withstand economically and also on the battlefield with the partner support. So this year can really change the situation, and I very much hope this is what's going to happen. At least we should have this goal.